Is it on? Thank you, Chairman. We are now back live. But if you would be happy to just start the decision of the committee again, just for those that didn't catch that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Sammy. Just a quick good morning to everyone and welcome back to the reconvened licensing subcommittee, which was held on Monday, the 23rd of August 2021. Members have now considered all representations and the application will now will now deliver the verdict for the application. The committee amends the hours of operation of the licensed activities and the opening hours of the premises to introduce a closing time of 2400 hours, which is midnight, on all days and for all activities. This will involve no change to the performance of live music indoors on Wednesday, but will otherwise reduce the hours permitted. All non-standard permissions of a period of 24 hours up to a maximum of 30 occasions per calendar year are deleted from the licence. The committee also amends those conditions relating to live music, recorded music, or both, to include a statement that Section 177A of the Licensing Act 2003 does not apply to them. The committee notes that the following on changes to conditions will occur as a result of the amended timings to the conditions under the heading of Prevention of Public Nuisance. These will be deleted, namely that the volume of the music will progressively diminish from 0200 on Friday and Saturday nights. No entry will be permitted on the premises after 0200. No musical instruments will be used by performers in any of the entertainment after 1 AM. That is the decision, and the reason for the committee's decisions are that committee finds that this premises is in a residential area, being near residential properties in Lowestoft Road and Sussex Road. The complaints from some residents about antisocial behaviour and noise were not challenged by the premises licence holder in respect of noise and disturbances arising between April 2021 and July 2021. Significant noise and disturbance have been suffered by residents during the period following the premises reopening in April 2021 and when it closed in July 2021. Following the service of a COVID notice by the environmental health team of the council. Antisocial behaviour and disturbance has awoken residents in the early hours of the morning, preventing sleep and significantly interfering with the quality of life of those living nearby. The video shown to committee and the still footage provided by Norfolk Constabulary usefully illustrate the level of disturbance which appears to have taken place regularly and that many matters arose in the areas closely surrounding the premises. This nuisance is not disputed by the premises licence holder, who through council apologised for the nuisance caused. The evidence heard was that matters had improved since the reopening of the premises in July 2021. When deciding the weight to give to that obviously relevant fact, the councillors note that the premises have chosen to close earlier than previously, have not been playing live music, and the data from the police is that the premises had fewer customers on their inspections. These matters indicate a likely temporary reduction in disturbance rather than solving the solving of fundamental causes of disturbance, which thus may reoccur. By seeking a 2 AM finishing time, the premises still wish to be the last destination venue for persons who have been drinking at other establishments, and this is understood from the police evidence to be the business model. Management failures to adequately deal with nuisance may reoccur. The committee notes that the designated premises supervisor was previously the manager at the premises, and the committee accepts the police evidence that the previous designated premises supervisor and personal licence holder, Mr. Fernandez, needed to check with Mr. Hurren and Mr. Thurston when making decisions about the running of the premises. The proposed 2 AM close suggested by the premises licence holder recognises the current position of 4 AM is unsatisfactory. However, a 2 AM close, which still leaves local residents suffering disturbed sleep, etc., from public nuisance arising due to the behaviour of patrons of these premises is equally unacceptable. The committee is aware of paragraph 2.21 of section 182 statutory guidance regarding the behaviour of customers beyond the immediate areas surrounding the premises being matters for the personal responsibility of individuals under the law, but finds that significant disturbance has been caused within the immediate area surrounding the premises, where responsible management would have expected to exercise control to prevent it. The committee notes the local policy paragraph 9.1, but also notes that the need in paragraph 9.2 to give regard to individual merits, that the consideration of flexible hours should always be balanced carefully against the duty to promote the 4 licensing objectives and the rights of local residents to peace and quiet. The application for review was based on the 3 licensing objectives, namely the prevention of crime and disorder, public safety, and the prevention of public nuisance. There have been COVID control breaches as shown in the evidence from police visits, and the management in respect of this has failed to promote the licensing objective of promoting public safety. This is considered an illustration of inadequate management, but no controls are needed under this heading in the current circumstances. There are also concerns regarding the behaviour of customers as shown in the video footage, leaving the premises via the windows with obvious health and safety implications, but it is accepted that this may be an irregular occurrence. Concerns have been raised regarding drug taking from local residents and police. The committee finds that there is insufficient evidence linking these concerns to the running of the premises and the activities taking place on the premises. Regarding concerns about underage sales of alcohol, the committee notes the proved matter in 2020 was prior to the involvement of the current management, noting that trading standards dealt with the recent allegations by sending a standard letter. Whilst this is understandable due to COVID limitations or investigations, it contributes to the fact that there is insufficient evidence before the committee to be satisfied that underage sales are taking place. The committee has taken into account the local guidance and has also taken into account the statutory guidance under section 182 of the 2003 Act, especially paragraph 2.1 regarding the police being the main source of advice on crime and disorder licensing objective. Paragraph 2.15 regarding the licensing objective of public nuisance and the need to focus on the effect of the licensable activities at the specific premises on persons living and working in the area around the premises, which may be disproportionate and unreasonable. Paragraph 2.16 regarding the meaning of public nuisance under the Licensing Act 2003. Paragraph 2.18 that the approach of licensing authority should be one of prevention, and paragraph 2.21 as mentioned above. The committee has also taken note of the response of the premises licence holder, both as provided in the agenda papers and at committee, together with the other evidence provided. Regarding noise nuisance, the committee notes as examples that the police have required the level of music to be reduced on visits, and a resident of Sussex Street has needed to ask the staff to turn down the music being played, as it has awoken himself and his children. This last complaint was included on the agenda papers, and it is accepted that this person was not at committee, and thus this evidence could not be tested, but the environmental health team have also provided evidence that the management have failed to implement adequate noise controls measures. Noise nuisance appears to have arisen from these premises directly. For example, on the 26th of June 2021, loud music until 1 AM is mentioned in the amplified environmental health representation. It is hoped that the reduction in hours will assist the promotion and prevention of public nuisance licensing objective. The use of exterior space in a residential area for the consumption of alcohol will inevitably reduce the risk of noise nuisance from conversation alone if taken place at antisocial hours due to the lack of available soundproofing. The reduction of licensable activity hours and opening hours should assist the promotion of this licensing objective. However, it is not felt to be proportionate to reduce the use of the outside area to 2100 as sought by the environmental health team. The committee takes into account the fact that its decision may have financial implications on the business and staff, but needs to balance their needs with those of residents, and feels the decision to bring matters to a 24-hour midnight close is a proportionate and reasonable response to the concerns shown. The rights of appeal are set out in Schedule 5 of the Licensing Act 2003. Any person wishing to appeal any decision by the licensing authority should do so within the period of 21 days from the receipt of written notification of the decision appealed against by raising an appeal directly with a magistrate's court. I can now confirm that this is now the end of the meeting. Thank you for all attending.